Get ready to dive into the profound wisdom of Marcus Aurelius, an ancient Roman emperor, philosopher, and stoic, whose timeless insights continue to resonate in the modern world. Today, we will explore a collection of his most powerful quotes that will transform your perspectives and ignite your inner strength. Nothing is made worse or better by praise. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinions of himself than on the opinions of others. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. It's silly to try to escape other people's faults. They are inescapable. Just try to escape your own. The best revenge is to be unlike him who performed the injury. Most of what we say and do is not essential. Ask yourself at every moment, is this necessary? Loss is nothing else but change, and change is nature's delight. You're better off not giving the small things more time than they deserve. Take a good hard look at people's ruling principle, especially of the wise, what they run away from and what they seek out. It is not death that a man should fear, but he should fear never beginning to live. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. Whenever you are about to find fault with someone, ask yourself the following question. What fault of mine most nearly resembles the one I'm about to criticize? Death, like birth, is a secret of nature. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Natural ability without education has more often raised a man to glory and virtue than education without natural ability. Never let the future disturb you. You will meet it, if you have to, with the same weapons of reason which today arm you against the present. Look back over the past, with its changing empires that rose and fell, and you can foresee the future too. Your mind will take the shape of what you frequently hold in thought, for the human spirit is colored by such impressions. What we do now echoes in eternity. Waste no more time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one. How much more grievous are the consequences of anger than the causes of it? We ought to do good to others as simply as a horse runs, or a bee makes honey, or a vine bears grapes season after season without thinking of the grapes it has borne. Perfection of character is this: to live each day as if it were your last, without frenzy, without apathy, without pretense. That which is not good for the beehive cannot be good for the bees. Receive without conceit, release without struggle. Humans have come into being for the sake of each other, so either teach them or learn to bear them. Accept whatever comes to you woven in the pattern of your destiny, for what could more aptly fit your needs? A man's worth is no greater than his ambitions. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. Confine yourself to the present. Our life is what our thoughts make it. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself, in your way of thinking. be like the cliff against which the waves continually break, but it stands firm and tames the fury of the water around it. Do every act of your life as if it were your last. When you arise in the morning, think of what a precious privilege it is to be alive, to breathe, to think, to enjoy, to love. Accept the things to which fate binds you, and love the people with whom fate brings you together, but do so with all your heart. Good fortune is good character, good intentions, and good actions. Men exist for the sake of one another. Nothing happens to any man that he is not formed by nature to bear. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Nothing has such power to broaden the mind as the ability to investigate systematically and truly all that comes under thy observation in life. To live happily is an inward power of the soul. Because your own strength is unequal to the task, do not assume that it is beyond the powers of man, but if anything is within the powers and province of man, believe that it is within your own compass also. Be satisfied with success in even the smallest matter, and think that even such a result is no trifle. How much time he saves who does not look to see what his neighbor says, or does, or thinks. Time is a sort of river of passing events, and strong is its current. No sooner is a thing brought to sight than it is swept by, and another takes its place, and this too will be swept away. Everything we hear is an opinion, not a fact. Everything we see is a perspective, not the truth. Begin. To begin is half the work. Let half still remain. Again begin this, and thou wilt have finished. Hope you found these quotes inspiring and motivating. If so, please like the video and give us a subscribe. It is easy to do, and it shows us that we are building helpful content for people like you. What are your favorite quotes from this clip? Please let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching. Until next time.